that means that people know where they stand with you.
Yeah.
And and I think that's good because so many times we kind of skate around things as
Yeah.
opposed to dealing with the issue itself.
Well, so just like you said, even health issues,
Yeah.
we always trying to navigate our way through it
Uh huh.
instead of being like, hey man, I I'm glad you said that because I need to get checked.
And were you
You
getting
know?
those kind of responses
Oh,
too?
always,
Wow.
always. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I'm always a person that I'm going to share the information. You know, so if something that you're going through in life and you need help and I can help you,
Yeah.
I'm going to help you.
Yeah. Let's say this with the time we had. We talked about it last year. We always catch up. Let's talk about legacy. A year has passed. You've had some more experiences. You had more time to be reflective. When the question is posed to you, what do you see your legacy as being now? How do you respond to that?
My legacy is what we see right now, man, in the kids. You know what I'm saying? To be able to see these kids, well, actually, I take that back. To see the coaches who I grew up playing with, playing against my whole life,
Yeah.
to actually see their kids
Wow.
and the other kids, generational, coming here playing in this summer league. I mean, it's bigger than Derrick Coleman.
So you're talking a multi generational
Yes,
impact that you're trying to have.
always. It's
Multi
always
generational. Because
multi-generational.
it's always like the parent is telling the kid, "Let me tell you about him." So it's
Yes,
always like this
right.
filter that's
Right.
coming up, which is
And you
great.
know me, I never tell these kids who I am. When I'm just sitting at the table with, but the parents are always like, hey, do y'all know who that is sitting down there? So y'all got them smartphones? Yeah, Google him.
Pull them out. Pull
Yeah,
them out.
pull them.
Check them
So
out.
between today and you got to think we got 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So in 8 weeks, I done had a personal conversation with every kid
Yeah.
that's in here,
Yeah.
and not just about basketball. You know what I'm saying?
What is it like when they see you out outside of here and they came in contact with you? They
Oh
were part
man,
of it. And they
it's
see you out.
always love. Coach, what's up, D? How you do? You know, it's
Yeah.
always love. Even my wife be like, man, you know them kids. I said, baby, see, from the summer league, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what I enjoy,
I'm
man.
sure.
You know, how do we use the basketball? You know, that's the carrot that we dangle. But how do we use that to expose our kids to everything
Yeah.
else? And I think the biggest thing for us really is to get them to understand it at a younger age.
Yeah. Because
You
Derek,
know?
you're in a position that with your platform, and we talk about this especially in the African American community, we're very hesitant on how we approach other young men and young women based on how they respond.
Yes.
But you can pretty much hold court wherever you want to go based on the impact that you've had, not just talk about your physical presence, but
But
the,
with
knowing these kids.
all through basketball.
Yeah.
So we do All Star Give Back.
Uh-huh.
I'm on the board at Forgotten Harvest.
Yep.
So when we have community stuff like that, I always invite the teams, invite the kids, because now we're teaching you about community service. We're probably the last generation who really know and understand about community service.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because left to their own devices, they're not on that.
Man,
Yeah.
they glued to that
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
So I'll reach out to the coaches. Hey, coach, we got this event over at Forgotten Harvest. You know, can you bring your team over here? We bagging food, you know, to help people that in need. And I'll get 15, 20 teams to show up easily. You know, we did it one year at the Eastern Market before COVID. Man, I had 60 teams on it.
60
They were amazed.
Wow.
My board members had Forgotten Harvest. It's like,
Shout out to
Derrick.
Kirk Mays over there.
Yeah, my man. He's like, Derrick, where you get all these kids from?
Wow.
I said, man, all these kids are part of my program.
Wow.
And I'm teaching them about, and you know the thing about it, when we teach them about community service, they love it.
Sure. Sure.
It just hadn't been exposed to
yeah,
it.
they haven't got the exposure.
Yeah.
And they got it, and it's something they can connect to.
They can connect to, yes.
Yeah. Well, you're doing great things, Derrick. I don't want to keep it before
Man,
we get out
look,
of here.
we can talk all day.
I
Man.
I know.
I told you, I'm in my element.
This is it.
I'm
You're
home.
This is it.
I'm at home, man.
And you're not sitting in no ivory tower. You're accessible.
Always.
To whoever come up and do whatever.
Yes.
Just what you've been watching team-wise, any teams, players, anybody that's just kind of been like standing out to you, whether they're here or just throughout the last year or two of basketball?
Well, King is always, you know, tough. I love them. I love North Farmington.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And again, you see all these kids. I was looking at Warren Lincoln playing today with Wydell. And I said, you know, Moses and what's his brother? Them kids played for me.
Wow.
They were like my first DC elite basketball team.
Wow.
You know, with Fly's son,
Yep,
Tony.
Yep.
Yeah,
Tyler.
Yeah,
Yep.
those kids played for me.
And now
So
look at 'em
again,
now.
to see them, young men, you know what I mean? Hey, coach, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? What's that bass in they throat?
Yeah. You like it wasn't like that a long time
Right,
ago.
exactly. But that's what it's about, man. Again, iron sharpens iron no matter what we do. So the only way we're gonna get better, we got to get better in the gym. We got to be in here. We got to put the work in. We got to play against the competition in order to get us better and get us prepared. It's summertime. We ain't keeping score.
Yeah. You've been consistent with that message about come on out here.
Come
and do
on,
that.
play, man.
Well, Coach, what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep an eye on the rest of these young people. I'm going to
Yes,
bring
sir.
some of these winning guys, these winners. Oh, that's King on the court right now. I'm going to bring him into the winning circle and talk some more. But as always, I appreciate you.
Man,
and all
I
that
appreciate
you've been
what you do, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
so much.
saying? And more importantly than anything is, again, putting our kids in front of this microphone.
Getting them ready.
Because we got to prepare them for when they have the opportunity to speak.
Yeah.
One thing that I hate in life when I'm watching, even at the pro level, to the college level and everything, when a kid is walking off the court and they throw that microphone in their face and he can't represent himself the way he's supposed to represent because he hasn't been exposed to it.
And I've seen it on the collegiate level.
Yes.
They're not preparing them.
They're
they
not
just kind of put them out there and then they blame the kid.
Man,
so this would be another thing.
I told you my whole speech communication in Syracuse when I was taking those classes, and I loved it. But it was going to take up so much of my time basketball-wise that I didn't get the opportunity to do it. And I'm sitting in my apartment my sophomore year talking to myself. Like, Derrick, what are you doing? What do you mean what I'm doing? Hey, man, I've seen you in your speech communications classes. You good.
Yeah.
Because we go on campus and interview people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We did the whole setup, the news station, all that stuff. My professor was Professor Rick Wright, who ran the whole communications program in Syracuse, a brother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, again, seeing somebody like me, looks like me, made me even more comfortable in doing it.
That's right.
That's
right.
And it was just taking up. So, who's in my classes? Mike Tirico.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
He's the man. Yeah.
Wow.
Me and Mike Tirico had the same classes at Syracuse, speech communications. But it would take up so much of my time in basketball, I left it alone. But my sophomore year, I'm sitting there on my bed talking to myself, and I went to see my counselor, and I wanted to change it back. I'm like, you know what? Why am I majoring in sociology? I've been dealing with social problems my whole life. I already got a master's in that, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm talking to my counselor, and all of my credits wouldn't transfer. She's like, Derrick, you would have to go to summer school all the way up to your senior year for your credits to get. And I'm like, okay. But again, not knowing. I'm a kid, 17 years old, first person in my whole family to get the opportunity to go to college. Yeah. Not exposed to it. So
now when you talk to these guys, you can talk about the importance of it.
All the time. I tell them that.
How do you tell them to get over the fear, that initial fear of being in front of camera or hearing themselves or just not having a surrounding group that supports them in what they're doing?
Man, I have a poem that I send kids all the time. What is your deepest fear?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I send them that poem because it's really not fear. It's just you being able to step outside the box.
Yeah.
And with you stepping outside the box, you're going to enlighten everybody else to show them that, you know what, it is no fear.
Wow.
It's in our DNA and who we are. We're gifted. We're blessed to be that way.
Sure.
But nobody's telling them that. You know what I'm saying? We have to tell our kids that, hey, man, you the shit.
Yeah.
Regardless of what they say about us and where we come from and everything that we've been through in life, still we survive. I wonder why.
Yeah.
It's in your DNA and who you are.
Yeah, because there's so much we've been through and continue to go through.
We are it.
Yeah.
Why is it that everybody else know it but us?
You got to be told by people that they look at like yourself who have been accomplished and can tell them that.
And that's what I try to share with all of them, man. It's like, man, it's you.
Yeah.
You it, man.
That's you. Derrick, you got some international players coming in here?
Yeah. They from Canada.
Jeez, big boys coming in here, man.
Yeah, they from Canada. But again, look at what you're talking about. I think we close out. Who sails out of summer league? Let's just stop right there for a minute. You ever heard?
That doesn't normally happen.
You ever heard of a summer league being sold out?
And this is early. Normally, you would still be able to field teams.
Bro, we're at 69 teams.
69 teams?
Yes.
in the first week already.
First week.
First day
First
already.
week. As soon as we put it out there, everybody's like, hey, man, we want to be a part of
Oh, well,
that.
this is it. This is where everybody got to be.
Yes. And we got teams, like I said, those guys are from Canada, man, across the border. So we always have, when we get teams from Canada, we got about, I think, 7 to 10 teams that play with us.
Uh-huh.
But when they come over, we make sure we try to get them at least 2 or 3 games.
Sure.
Because we don't just
Sure,
want them
sure.
to come over for one
Get 'em
game.
in.
Because I know crossing that border.
Yeah,
And
make
then
it
you got to
worthwhile.
think about that. What they got to do. They got to show their COVID information.
Oh, it's a
and,
huge
yeah.
commitment.
Yes.
It's a huge commitment.
Exactly. So I'm like, no, guys, y'all come over. We're going to make sure you play 2 or 3 games before. Make sure you eat.
Yeah.
You need
Take care
coach.
of
What you going to eat the kids? Okay, we're going to
Take
order some
care.
pieces or something for them.
Yeah.
Yo, just let you know that we appreciate you.
Oh, man.
So with all my guys throughout, I would say the country, my teammate Corey Blunt, he lives in Cincinnati. So he's always like, yo, I want to bring a team down, you know what I'm saying, and play. All my guys in New York State, it's like, yo, we want to bring teams in to play. And I tell them that all the time. I said, man, I would love for you guys to come and play, but I got to find housing for you to put you up for a week.
Yeah.
I just don't want you to come and play one game.
Sure.
At least come Tuesday, then you can play Wednesday and Friday, and then go home.
Sweet. Yeah.
So my goal, my vision really is to build my own facility.
There you go.
That's it.
There you go.
Once I'm able to build my own facility and then be able to create all the wraparound services for our kids. You know what I'm saying? Now that's impact. And we would control the whole state of Michigan because nobody does what we do. And the biggest thing about it, bro, we got a whole nother country 5 minutes
right
away
there that you can bring all
that
these
we
other
can
people
tap
in.
into. Like I said, I had to stop the teams.
Wow.
Called Derrick, organized, he does all our teams and everything. He's like, D, we at capacity.
Already.
I say, what?
That surprised you?
It didn't surprise me, but first week, yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, are you serious? He's like, bro, we don't got enough. And you see, we got three floors, really. If we move the bleachers back.
That's true.
But see, again, I'm always looking at stuff. I never want to get anybody hurt.
Right.
Logistically, I'm like, no, let's just use the 2 floors. We're going to pull the bleachers out. Everybody's comfortable in what we're doing. We could easily roll the bleachers back and use all 3 floors.
Yeah,
man,
but this is a great setup like that. It lets the priority be on the 2
Yes.
courts and the parents, whoever else can sit and watch.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, no, man, it's great. I love it. I mean, I love the camaraderie. I love the people. Everybody coming. I love the kids, and we got giveaways and all that stuff that we're gonna do. There's some of the Pistons that donated all kind of basketballs and everything for us. So
You gonna have some Pistons stop in like
they always come through, man, and say what's up, and even looking at doing a camp or something with those guys. My main goal is like on the weekends. What I would love to do is just skills and drills.
Skills and drills and work on that because nobody's really doing
Nobody's just ball handling, passing.
Yeah.
Like I said, we got to get back to the basics of the game of basketball.
And you've been consistent with that.
Yeah, we got to. It's a must. And nothing frustrates me more, man, when I go and watch kids play. And I'm like, who the hell? But I can't blame them.
Can't blame them.
I got to blame the coach. But you're not teaching them how to play basketball.
Yeah.
They're
giving them what can just get them through the court now.
Oh, my God. They just rolling the balls out. That ain't
Yeah.
basketball.
And it's going to hurt them when they try to navigate and go
Thank you.
further.
And you're not talking about teaching and getting them to understand. See, playing the game of basketball is totally different from understanding it mentally.
Sure.
Seeing the mismatches on the court.
Yeah.
Knowing what's your strength, what's your weakness.
Sure.
Nobody's preaching and teaching that side of the game of basketball.
It's about can I score the basket or
I'm going to show you how to cut the floor off, and that floor is your 6th man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's that foot out of bounds.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We come from that.
Right.
It's like a lost art. It's like a lost art.
Well, if anybody can get people back on track, it's going to be you. And we go watch this development year after year and keep doing it like that.
Yeah.
So with that, we'll wrap it up, and then we'll work on getting with some of the other young people. And then
Please do.
make sure
Appreciate you, bro. Love you for everything, man.
Yep.
Support you to the end.
This is Derrick Coleman leaving his legacy right here. Continue to do it at the Derrick Coleman DC Elite Summer League. Lindsay House from SPS. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace and love.